Hello again, everybody. Scylez here, and today I have kind of another... I always have to do these intros twice. Hello everybody, Scylez here again, and today I have another fun little road trip video. So, as some of you may or may not know, a while ago, my dear Drek, he joined the army, and he left me for a few months while he went to do basic training. But after those 3 months of basic training, I got a chance to go down and see him before he shipped off to advanced training, which means I got to go watch his graduation, and we got to hang out for a little bit, and we had a little mini road trip. And so, where he was actually stationed at was a pretty long ways away from where I live, a few states away. So I'm up in Michigan, and he was down in South Carolina. And so I took a little road trip, my own road trip, and I drove down to go see him. It's about a 13-hour drive, give or take. Well, 13 hours one way, so 13 and a half hours to be more precise. Down to go get him. We got to hang out, and then I even got to drive him to his advanced training, which was up in Virginia, near Richmond. So that was another few hours away. Yeah, then I got to make the long 13 and a half hour drive home. And so I thought it'd be fun to kind of catalog that little trip and just make a little video of it. So me and Drek had a road trip last year, or maybe 2 years ago now, and I took videos of it the whole time through, and so I tried to do the same thing with this, and I thought it just might be a fun little video. So it turned out to be a really great experience, and I always find road trips a little calming. Oh, there's a cop car that drives past. Oh, I didn't know that other cars drive past. That's cool. This is the cool world. Okay, well, anyway, so I guess on with the road trip. You'll see me throughout it, and every now and then I'll narrate parts where I don't narrate in the video. But otherwise, here's my trip down south. I got my gear here that I'll be packing up to use, and well, as you can see, it's a bit snowy outside, sadly. Temperature is 22 degrees Fahrenheit, which is what, like, I don't know, around negative 10 Celsius, something like that. Probably maybe negative 5. I don't know, it's just too cold for me. I'm not used to this, but later we'll start the long drive to go 4 hours down south. I haven't actually decided where down south to stop yet. And it's dark out, which means it's time to start the drive. Quick interjection from future editing Scylez. You may notice that it's not snowy out anymore, and that's because this footage that's right now is like 2 days later after I collected all my junk and all the snow melted, so hooray! Okay, that's it. So I'm just checking up all my things here, making sure that the stove is off, right? Stove is off. Back door is locked. Up. The back light is on. All the windows are shut. Let's see, Duke and Dominic are gonna hang out here on the couch and watch video game, radio, TV while I'm gone. Let's see, Rocio and Bernardo, they're gonna come with me, and we're gonna take off here now, I think. I have my keys, I have my wallet, I have my phone, it's in my hand. I think I'm good to go. There's a weird bird making a weird cawing sound up there. You probably can't see it or hear it. You can see how packed the car is, just full of junk. And I got more in the back, but I need all of this stuff. Bernardo, Rocio, we're going on a trip. Here, you can sit right there so you can see out the window and have your little squish friend with you. You guys can be cozy there. Alright, I think I have everything. I'll start up the car and the GPS, and we'll get going here. Alrighty. Okay. Well, it's a nice hotel, but I'm probably not actually going to get a room at the hotel. So I scoped out the inside. I found out where the breakfast is served and where the restrooms are. And in the morning, I'll use both of those. But I don't really want to spend money on a room. So for tonight, this place is going to be home sweet home. Hello, car. Hello, Squishmallows. I'm going to get cozy now. Good morning from the back of my car. Well, it's kind of a chilly sleep last night, but I had decent coverings at least. Squishmallows kept me company. Supposedly, what time is it? It's like 6 a.m. So I'm gonna get up, have some caffeine, and then supposedly, there's a big truck coming in. Supposedly, breakfast at Holiday Inn starts at 6, so I'm gonna go use the bathroom, grab some breakfast, and then we'll hit the road and do the next 10 hours of driving. Wonder what that was. Oh yeah, a big truck like came and stopped here yesterday, like right there last night. Hey, just like idled there for a really long time. It was kind of weird, but all right, let's go see if they have any food. That was a successful breakfast. I got audiobook on the radio. I got my nav going, and you can see the start of daylight just peeking up over the clouds there. So we're gonna start the long drive. Estimated time is 9 hours and 50 minutes away from here. So let's head down south for an entire day of driving. And I guess that's it. We'll get going. Breakfast was pretty good. Also, great thing about about public hotels, nobody uses the bathrooms, the public bathrooms, because you have your own in your room. Why would you use the public one? So the public ones were actually really, really clean, and that was nice. So I got my breakfast. They had a pancake machine. It was great. I stole a banana, so I'll have that on the road for later, and we'll get going. Just driving through. I think I'm in Kentucky right now, so I'm halfway through the drive. It's daytime, as you can see, obviously. Landscape's kind of changing. I can see the temperature gradually rising too. When I left Muskegon, it was like 35 out. Then when I was in Illinois, it was in like I'm drawing a blank on the state name, but in that area it was like 45. Now I'm in Kentucky and it's like 55. So I don't know, I think there's 6 hours left in the drive, but it's going smoothly. I'm mostly just here on cruise control and, you know, riding along. So, the landscape's neat, though. In Michigan, we have just a lot of hilly area, a lot of foresty area. In this region, you can see that the hills have been, like, carved out, and there's kind of these rock canyon-y areas, and you can see the metals in the cliffs, and I don't know, it's kind of neat. It's kind of neat to see the geology and the change of terrain. I expect it'll change again once I get even further south, but we'll see. Otherwise, not much going on. My phone overheated a little bit from the GPS and from being on the dash in the sun, but I guess I'm going to stay on this road for like 160 miles, so I just turned it off for now, and I'll let it cool down a bit. Otherwise, this is it. This is the road trip, but, you know, just listening to some music, listening to some audiobooks. I was listening to the Jack Reacher audiobook. The one I had on was Die Trying, but to be honest, I got a little bit bored with it. Killing Floor, I think, was better so far. I've only read those two, or listened to them, but I'll try out the next one probably, because I'm almost done with Die Trying, and, you know, I still have the whole 6 hours here, and then another 14 hours to get back to Michigan, so I got lots of time, plus time in the hotel. I'll probably listen to it and work on some drawings or something, I don't know. Alright, but that's just a check-in, I guess, for now.
GPS signal lost.
How you doing? Thanks. All right, I stopped for some gas. I went to a gas station over there, and I went to two of their different little gas pumps, and they didn't work. So I came over here to, what is this, Shell? Yeah. All right, only 5 hours left. Oh, I was so relieved to finally make it here that I forgot to even take a video about it. Oh, but I made it to the hotel in South Carolina after 10 hours of driving. Oh, there's so much. So I'm in the room right now, which, it's an okay room. It's a little iffy. It's a little iffy, I'll say that. And it's a little sketchy, but I don't know. I just need to sleep here. I'm going to be leaving super early tomorrow morning to go to the Army base. So I'll probably go to bed pretty soon and sleep, and then make a little update after that. But I got nothing really too fun here. When I got here, the refrigerator was like super hot and the door doesn't close, and I had a bunch of food in my cooler that I wanted to cool down. So I turned the fridge on max and I propped a chair up against it, and I think that's working. I think. I'm going to check it before I fall asleep, and if it's bad, then I'm just going to pack everything up in the cooler and take it out to my car in the trunk, because it'll probably drop down to 30, 40 degrees tonight. So that should be good enough. The light in the shower doesn't work. That's a little bit weird, and it's just, I don't know, it's just okay. What else was weird? Oh yeah, I selected this hotel specifically because they said free breakfast, and the breakfast here is trash. They give you a grab-and-go breakfast. Holiday Inn Express had pancakes and cinnamon rolls and eggs and all kinds of stuff. This place, a yogurt and a bagel. So tomorrow morning, I'm just going to go to Chick-fil-A, buy a bunch of food, and then I can bring it to, Dracky too. But right now, this hotel, kinda thumbs down. I mean, I won't complain too much because it's really close to Fort Jackson, and it wasn't super expensive. but it had an 8 out of 10 review on Booking.com. This is maybe a 5 out of 10 hotel. The staff is really unenthusiastic. The room is not the cleanest. Like, the phone is disgusting. The lamp is disgusting. The window, if I look behind the window, like, the window is disgusting. And the, what do you call it? The screen is broken. It was super hot in here when I got in here. It was, I don't know, I swear it was 80 degrees. And so the AC has been running off the hook. And I will bet you that AC unit has never been cleaned. And it's probably just blowing all kinds of despicable stuff into my room. I don't know. I'm almost tempted to just sleep in my car again tonight. Because, I don't know. I guess the bed looks clean enough. I think the bed looks clean enough, but I'm wearing my socks in the room still because I'm afraid of the floor. Like, there's stains over there that are scary, and I don't know. It's But I'm only sleeping here. Which arguably is like the worst thing to do in a place that's But yeah, it was cheap-ish. It was cheaper than a lot of it was probably the best rated hotel that's closest to Fort Jackson that's affordable-ish. So I got it. And I guess it will work as long as my food doesn't spoil and as long as my car doesn't get stolen. Which I'm a little also paranoid about. Like, I went to a Shell station down the road to get gas. Wow, was that like a shady Shell station. I swear my credit card is gonna get stolen somewhere along the way on this trip, even though I only stopped at like 4 places so far. But I'm keeping a close eye on that too, because yeah. I don't know, I'm getting sleepy. So in a little bit, I'll probably bring a couple things. I'll probably bring my bag of non-refrigerated food back down to the car and then assess the whole fridge situation, and if I need to bring that back down to the car, I'll do that. Otherwise, I don't necessarily trust the locks on this hotel either, so I'm just gonna pack up literally everything I have and bring it with me tomorrow as well. Because yeah, I just, that's all I have to say. Alright, I'm gonna do that and then go to bed. Good morning. So, I left right away in the morning to get to Fort Jackson. I picked up some Chick-fil-A and some Sonic. Picked that up for Drac for lunch because options aren't limited here, and it's gonna be really busy because there's a bunch of people. And now, I'm at Fort Jackson. The guy walking behind me, and there's a line of cars, like a really long line of cars. I'm in this line to merge into that line. They're all going to Hilton Field, which is where the ceremony takes place. So it's 7 o'clock now, which means the field should be opening up and they should be letting people park now, and this line will actually start moving. So in the meantime, I'm just enjoying one of my 4 pre-made sandwiches and waiting. So, gonna be lots of waiting. Bad news, bad weather. So they canceled the ceremony because it was thunderstorming and it's raining a lot. I'm gonna look at the radar and see what's going on, but no ceremony. So everybody had to leave Hilton Field after the giant traffic jam to get into Hilton Field. And now I'm waiting outside the barracks. The barracks are over here. I believe Drecky's in that one that's behind this dude with shorts. He's over there. They don't get released until 9. Oh, wait. Getting a change of plans. Hold on. There. Look. I found Drecky.
Oh no. Who are you sending this to? Nobody. I was just making videos the whole way here.
Did you make a road trip video?
I was. That's why I was doing it now. Well, I'll cut your face out. But I found Dreki. We're eating food in the car. We have the squishes still. We're waiting for this store to open. There's only like 4 places we're allowed to go today because I don't know why. But I found him. I got him out of the barracks. I cut in line in front of all these people. And no graduation, or not graduation, no family day ceremony today, sadly, because of the rain. But I don't know, now we're hanging out. We get to hang out all day and do stuff. And then tomorrow, we'll do the whole thing all over again. And today, right now, we're just having foods. And I have a lot more foods back here.
Okay, future Scylez cutting in here again. This footage is the store that we were waiting outside. Well, it was kind of like a little strip mall, and this footage is a boot store, because Dreki needed some boots. It was super busy, because everybody wanted to go here, and terrible. But after this, we just kind of hung out, we walked around, we went to a few places. Everywhere we went was busy like this, though, because it's family day, and there was, I don't know how many people graduating and how many families here, so Fort Jackson was super busy, so we mostly just hung out in the car for the rest of the time. Not too much interesting to record. So, that's it. Just cutting in to say that. Bye.
Good morning. So, I picked up Dreki yesterday, we went around, we had a lot of fun. Couldn't go very many places on base, though, because he's not authorized to go very many places. But today is the actual graduation ceremony. Hooray! So that's where I'm going right now. I'm going to Hilton Field. I'm going to get a nice spot. Going to get my binoculars. It's actually a nice day out today. No rain like yesterday. And I'll get to see the graduation ceremony. It's pretty cold out right now, so I feel bad for all the soldiers graduating, because they're probably standing out there right now, freezing. But that's where we're at right now. After I pick them up, we're going to get out of here and drive all the way to Virginia. So that's the plan.
Lord, on this day of graduation, we thank you for the countless blessings that have brought us to this day, for your steadfast presence in an ever-changing world, for your protection and love in our most challenging times, and for your continued guidance as we step into a world full of hope and promise. Today, as we celebrate and welcome these new soldiers and their families into the next step on their journey, we ask for your blessing, we ask for your wisdom, and we ask for your grace. Bless this day of graduation. Bless these soldiers and their families. And may God bless the United States of America. Amen.
Graduation ceremony went good. I picked up the Drek, and now he's signing out. And he should be back momentarily, and then we're free. Then we get to do another road trip all the way to Virginia. And that'll be fun. So he's just doing that right now. I packed up all of his stuff. Look at all the stuff we have now. My back seat is just completely filled to the brim. It's a good thing I didn't bring any more stuff, because I couldn't fit it any more stuff. But that's where we're at now. He should be coming back soon, I think. He's been gone a while now, so I don't know. I don't know what they have to do to check out, but he's working on it. And then we'll take off. We got out of the graduation ceremony like as soon as possible. We did it like super quick. Because otherwise there was like 1,000 cars there, and I think we were the 4th ones gone. And good thing too, because man, it was packed. And it would have taken us like an hour to get out of there otherwise. But nope, I found him, I got him, and then we quickly scurried away. Just had some nice breakfast at this place called I forget what it's called. The Eggs Up Grill. And now we're about to head off and go to Virginia. So I think it's going to be a 6-hour drive. So just waiting for Dracky, and then we'll take off and start the long drive to Virginia. So we decided to stop halfway to Fort Lee. I forget what the name of this town is that we're in, Fayetteville or something like that. And we got a really nice room here. So, I mean, this hotel is not even too much more expensive than the one I had yesterday, but it's so much nicer. It's like, look, it's got this whole little intro area. It's got like this little kitchen area. It's got the little bedroom over here. It's got a really nice bathroom. It's huge compared to the last room, and it's actually clean. There's not like weird mystery stains all over the floor. The bathroom is spotless. It's a really nice room. I'm really decently surprised with this. It's great. So I can't complain. And we figured, we have to check out in the morning at like, I don't know, 11. So it doesn't make sense to go all the way to Virginia just to have to check out in the morning. We don't get very much like time to sleep in or relax because we'd get to the hotel, I don't know, super late, and then we can't, just lounge around a little bit. So we got here early. We're gonna lounge around, relax, order some food, and then tomorrow we'll drive the rest of the way, the next couple hours. So you can see we're organizing all the stuff to give Dracky to take to advanced training, and we're almost done with that though. So he's taking a shower now, and I'm finishing up organizing. And after that, maybe we'll get some pizza, watch some bad TV. Right now there's like Mountain Man or something on, and yeah, it's kind of entertaining how silly this is, but it's fun. But yeah, so that's where we're at now, and just kind of settling in. Oh, it's the next morning. We woke up too late to get breakfast, sadly, but we're all packed up now, kinda. Jackie's going to get a luggage cart, and then we're going to hit the road and make it to Richmond and stop somewhere for some breakfast, because I'm sad that we missed the breakfast here, and the breakfast at the other hotel sucked. So I want good breakfast. Future Scylez cutting in here again. So this restaurant is called Triangle Waffle. It's a breakfast restaurant. It did not have triangle waffles. I know that because I got a waffle and it was not a triangle. It was still alright though. Not as good as the previous breakfast place, but alright. So I didn't record any commentary for this next part in the video, but when I picked up Drac from basic training, he had to be delivered to AIT, or his advanced training location, by the next day. This was changed spontaneously. It used to be that he didn't have to be there until 3 days later, but the Army changed it. He had to be there the next day. So we still drove him there, and we got him to Virginia and dropped him off at the Army base at AIT. And I didn't know if that would be it, and I just go home after that or what. But no, after he went to AIT and checked in, they said, all right, you have nothing to do for the next 2 days, and just make sure you're back here. Right after I dropped him off at AIT, we got another hotel, and we just checked in so that we could, hang out and sleep for the night, and then the next day we would have a whole nother day of adventures that we could have. So there's going to be a little time skip here to the next morning, and that's just what happened. Okay, bye-bye. Next day, at a new hotel, getting some breakfast. We're in Richmond. I'm making a Raptor video. We're stopping at a coffee place while we just lounge around for the day.
You have like 30 seconds.
I have 30 seconds till we get there. This is a really ugly city. Sorry to anybody who lives here, and I hate it.
You say that about every city.
Yeah, I do, but I hate cities. I guess there's a view of the buildings. They're old and chunky. There's a view of parking. I don't know, cities are just really ugly. It might be the time of year, but it's just no fun being here right now. I'd rather be in the woods. That sounds nice. But coffee sounds nice too, I guess. Even if I don't like it, it'll smell good, so eh.
It sounds nice, although I don't like it. You're so weird.
Well, it smells good. Oh, yeah. Wow, that's a giant cake.
I like it. Kind of cool.
Kind of neat. Let's see. Here's the Capitol building. It's under construction, so can't really get close to it. Well, the area around it's under construction. But there's a little park around it.
Yeah, Christmas lights.
The little tree looks nice. We're just kind of walking around, adventuring, before finding some dinner. Hello, squirrel. Old style to it.
Yeah, it's Soviet.
Well, the top is kind of
Like
Soviet.
Soviet law.
The entrance is like a little bit decorative.
Always love these colors.
Well, yeah, but like it's got like the scrolling around the windows and the stuff or whatever.
Yeah, it feels bad, but it's Soviet.
I think it's not quite.
Like this is not Soviet. This is
This one?
Western. This is very Soviet. There it is.
We checked into our hotel. It's supposed to have a restaurant inside, but the waiter didn't show up, so they didn't open. Which is kind of strange, but okay, I guess. So now we're walking down the streets, trying to find a place that the valet guy recommended.
It's gonna be on the left side.
There's a big Christmas tree down there.
I saw it.
Making a video. Future Scylez cutting in again. So my chair is so squeaky. Anyway, we had dinner at this restaurant. I just walked past it in the video, and while we were eating, we were like getting ready to, get the check and pay. All of a sudden, this like rock heavy metal just starts blaring from next door, and we're like, "What is that?" So as we go out of the restaurant, we see that the restaurant we're at is like
connected to the backstage of this this venue where some band was playing. It was just like the weirdest coincidence ever that all of a sudden this rock band starts playing next door and playing this concert. So we stayed for a minute or two and watched through the window. That was kind of entertaining and fun. But this was the last stop we had on our little trip here, and we head back to the hotel. And so there's going to be another time skip because right after this, we go to sleep, and then in the morning I got to drive Dracky back up to AIT and drop him off, and that's where he goes to advanced trading for now 3 more lonely months.
Alright, I dropped Dracky off. I dropped him off, I don't know, a few hours ago. So he's at AIT now and settling in there, doing alright. And I'm back on the road, doing a long drive back to Michigan.
Okay, Future Scylez cutting in here again. So I'm gonna cut out some of the audio of this part because it's pretty terrible. I was pretty sad when I was recording this on the road because I just dropped Dracky off, and it was, it's always sad when he's gonna go away and you don't see him for a long time again after having a couple days of fun together. So the audio was pretty, I'll be honest, it's pretty terrible and depressing. And so I'm just gonna talk over it here and tell you a little bit about it. This was probably, it's the most I've ever driven in one day. So I made the whole, I believe it was total 13 and a half hours. I made the whole 13 and a half hour drive back home in one sitting. Without, the only breaks I took were I stopped at 2 gas stations, maybe 3, 2 or 3. Maybe, I think it was 3 gas stations because driving through West Virginia, it's scenic, but it's really hilly, and so you use up so much gas because you go down and up, and you can hear your car chugging away at it. So I think I stopped at 3 gas stations, and it took so long to get all the way back. It's really weird the places that the nav took me through too. I guess I had avoid tolls on, so it was like taking me through these weird back roads and neighborhoods, and you probably just heard my phone and telegram beep. Ignore that. I'm professional. But anyway, so 13 and a half hour drive back home, all in one sitting. Not too bad because I had my audiobook with me, and it was kind of nice to just be able to listen to that. But by the time I got home, it was really late. I think it was like 2 a.m. I was so ready to just be done. But once I hit Michigan, I think there was still 3 hours of my drive left by the time I crossed the border. And by then it's like, all right, I know these roads. I can just do a straight shot all the way home. I was pretty sleepy, but I wasn't gonna fall asleep. I had caffeine with me, and I was prepared for that. So, and I really didn't want to stay at another hotel because if I can save a little bit of money, then that's even better. So after this long drive home, I just got out of the car, went into the house, and just plopped in bed, and that was it.
Oh, this finally done. Everything's unpacked. Everything's put away. It's time for bed. Ugh.
So that was my little road trip video. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a fun experience, and I don't know, road trips are always a little bit soothing to me. They're just kind of therapeutic, just being on the road, especially if you're with somebody that you enjoy spending time with. It's just kind of fun and relaxing, and they're almost like a little vacation in their own sense of way. But I always enjoy making these kinds of videos. They're kind of fun, and they, even if, nobody watches this on YouTube, it's just kind of a nice little catalog of memories and, I don't know, fun times that you can go back and watch. So, if you did watch, thank you for watching. I'll probably put out, well, sometimes I put out stuff like this every now and then. It's just whenever I get around to it. I kind of want to make more videos. I'd really love to make more videos and do it more often. I just, in between game development and art and my real job and then making videos, I wish I had more time in the day, but I can do them every now and then. So, I don't know. Thank you for watching, and I guess bye-bye.